Be the change you believe in. Hear the music run down your shoulders.
What's this I hear?
This sounds familiar.
It sounds very familiar. I'm loving this. And what's going on, everyone? You are tuned into episode 8 of the Just Let Happen podcast. I'm A. Cortez.
And I'm Live Fire.
And right now we don't have a website, but if you want to support us, go to patreon.com/JLIH. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. We are here. And look at that. We do have a chat. Let me just adjust it right there. I have not checked it on all the screens, so I imagine that I'm going to have to do this to every... Oh, I just moved everything around. I have to do this to every single one just by moving it there. There's Laughfire right there. What's going on, Laughfire?
No, nothing usual. Messy hair, big beard.
He's got messy hair and a big beard. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. All right, no, not webcam frame. And the chat, let's move it down a little bit there. All right. Let's go back to our normal screen. Here we are. I'm seeing people popping in the room now.
Oh, yeah.
I see the first... Oh, I see the first comment, but I just realized something. I'm going to have to move this as I go. What's going on, Pedro?
Hey, Pedro.
Once the chat fills up, I'm going to have to move it a little bit. Let's get our background music going here. There we go. How do we look? How do we sound? I know it's been a while. It's been a long while.
Been too long.
Yeah, it has been too long. But we are going to be doing these shows every Saturday at 9 p.m. As things pick up. We may do a second show like we used to. Like, damn, Brian's face
Ashley.
got really white, but I think it's because the light's pointed right at you. I don't know. Maybe I can adjust your camera. Hey, what's going on, Ashley?
She's one of my Xbox friends.
See how I got to move the chat. Once it hits the bottom, so the newest ones are at the bottom of the screen. It should be okay. Let me do some quick camera adjustments here. Let's see if I can fix this really quick, because I forgot how to do it. Oh, filters right there. We're going to add some color correction in here because he looks very blown out, and we don't like that. So let's bring... oh, no, yes. We're not going to do that.
Yes, they will.
There we go. We're getting somewhere here. Oh.
Yeah, it sucks not being able to see that screen like I used to be able to.
Oh, when the desks were like literally against each other?
Yeah.
We can do this. It's the Kool-Aid Man. Oh, yeah. All right. I guess that looks a little bit better. We'll leave it there. How's that look to you, Brian? Is that good?
That looks fine.
That's good. We'll mess with it
Hey,
later.
Ashley, what do you think? How's the camera look on me?
Oh, Zane, what's going on?
What's up?
All right, see, now this is where we work
Cheers,
out
Zane.
the few little kinks that we have. Like there. See, now the chat fits. So we're almost to the bottom of the feed. All right, so we're going to go around the table. Live fire, what's new in your world? What's going on? What is up?
I want to kill everybody that is in blackout.
Oh, really?
Oh, God.
Oh,
It's
this
horrible.
is going to be interesting.
It's horrible. Well, we got hacked like 4 days ago. And for like 2 days, 2.5 days after that, I couldn't even get a kill.
Oh.
You remember I was telling you about that? Where
Yeah.
I kept aiming to the left, like no matter what I did anyway. So finally I get to start killing people. And then today, all of a sudden, all the tryhards are back on. And like, dude, I've been getting smoked all day. I actually rage quit once today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I generally do not rage quit. I get pissed off, I swear, everything. But I actually rage quit today. Yeah, I shot this guy, and I know there's probably not a lot of players out there, but I shot this guy in the face with a tactical ICR, fully tacked out, everything,
Yeah.
6 times. And you know how I know I shot him in the face? Because
Wow.
all I could see was his face. And it makes that sound when you're hitting him.
Yeah.
He shoots me twice, and I drop.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, level 2 armor, full health, and the guy just done.
I just noticed Zane and Pedro are on the YouTube side. So we're getting both YouTube chat and Facebook chat on here.
Simo, good.
We're also on Mixer, and we're also on the Mob Crush website.
Ooh.
We are on their homepage in the circle of featured live now because they don't have a lot of podcasts. And when I started, it asked me, do you want to be featured on our homepage? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So what's going on with me? As you see, I got this giant fucking flower behind me. Big ass fucking flower. Look at that thing. Look at that. Our kitchen is in the living room. Literally, our kitchen is in the living room.
Yep.
Hold on. Do I hear myself through you?
No.
I hear a little bit of an echo. Just I hear like the faintest. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. Okay. There it is. All right. I was hearing you back just a little bit. We have a new board here, so we're
It's
getting
purty.
Yeah, it is very pretty, so we're getting used to things.
Yes, Jessica, Call of Duty. Blackout 4. Or Call of Duty 4.
Yeah, I gotta adjust the chat. I'm gonna have to adjust the chat in each window. It's been a very long time since we've done this. But for me, once again, I get hired into a company, okay? Love my fucking job. Absolutely love it. We start to do our thing. Brian joined the team, a few others, and we start making videos for this company, training videos, absolutely fucking fantastic things.
Knocked him out of the park with it.
Literally blew the corporate office away, everything. And then because of one fucking bitch that did not like us, who happened to be the boss of the
Market.
sales side, we were kind of transitioning out of sales into... Why do I see 2 chats there? Hold on. That's because the old chat box is still there. That's why. There we go. Nice, Zane. But anyway, because we spent so much time on these videos, we put ourselves in a store that was slow because we needed the time to film this and do this properly. She got rid of me because I didn't meet my sales quota. She got rid of Brian for the same thing, and she's been strategically getting rid of every white person on that team.
Or non-gay.
Or, yeah. She's, I'm not going to go into any further than that, and then the corporate office, fought to keep us, but didn't fight hard enough because, why are they going to fight for peons? So they're going to take my idea and run away with it and fuck me. I went to a competing company literally on the other side of the building. Literally. There's that building. This is how close my new job is. They are literally that far apart. You can barely put a piece of cardboard between the two of them. So with that, too, we got the last piece of equipment. We're now broadcasting with the Rodecaster Pro mixer. Brian's got a new dynamic mic there, and I have the same Procaster from Rode that I've always had. I got to get a few more microphones. But this board is sweet because everything that we needed
Is all
to
in
complete
one.
this setup is in one board. And it was cheaper to buy the one board than it was to buy all the components. Your camera's still freaking me out. I don't know. That's I probably put the wrong camera up there because one of them is broken. And that's probably the broken one, but we're going to have to deal with it now because it's going to take me forever to change it out live on the show.
I look fine.
So we're starting this podcast again, and we're starting it on the audio side, too. So this board actually is recording this podcast as we speak. So some of you are hearing this on the audio after the fact. For those of you listening on the radio now, on your podcast app, whatever it may be, we do these shows live on Mixer, YouTube, Facebook, and the Mob Crush channel. You can search us out at JLIH Podcast. And if you want to see everything we do, you can go to facebook.com/JLIH Studios. I have to get the website back up and running. I have not done that yet because we got a lot of shit going on. Literally, on the other side, our kitchen, literally, this doesn't exist. It's falling out from the bottom of the house.
Yeah.
So we're in the middle. Well, what happened is a pipe burst and it rotted everything out and it's stripped. So it's literally a floor, a stove, and a fridge right now. And even those are coming out this week because that whole room's getting redone. So all the contents of my kitchen are behind me, hence why I have the giant fucking flower behind me. Because no one needs to see a whole bunch of just bullshit. It takes away...
the ambiance.
Yeah, it takes away the ambiance. Oh. It's weird. I look at the Facebook chat over here, and I'm like, wait, there's stuff missing, and I remembered that we have people watching on multiple platforms. Notice, too, we're not having any streaming issues at all.
Oh, yeah.
This board takes all the stress off my computer because it's all processed here separately. And then Mr. Bork, KBT, who's also part of the show, he told me how to switch the casting stuff from my CPU to my graphics card because I have $20,000 worth of graphics card in this machine. Yeah, that bitch better work. It works perfectly now. Nice. Thank you, Jerry Young, for the new like
Hey, Mom.
on the Just Let It Happen podcast Facebook.
I used to call her Mom when I was younger. She used to take care of me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now it's just you and your beer nuts, huh?
Yep, just me and my beer nuts.
Oh, yeah. So outside of that, the kitchen's been an ongoing thing. We finally got the insurance check for that. So they're going to come and finish this.
Yeah, the funny thing about Jerry is one time we got pulled over in a car. I was like, here, hold my wallet. I didn't want to show the cops my ID.
Oh, boy. Hey, Auntie Michelle.
Hey, Michelle.
And you can see the comments on that screen, right, still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure because I clicked something. I didn't know if it kicked it out or not. Oh, what's going on, John? I don't know if I can call you by your official Facebook name.
What's his official Facebook name?
John.
Spell it.
John.
Just John?
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. Yuppie.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yes, us sexy bastards. Well, I don't know. Maybe him. I don't know about me. We are back. And yes, we are at the bottom of the thing, so I can stop adjusting the chat as it goes. Now it should scroll on its own. I'm cheating when it comes to this chat. It's a window capture of a unified chat because I can't figure out how to get the fucking thing to work.
We'll get there.
Yeah, well, at least we're not as dumb as our current Democratic party right now.
Talking about shooting yourself in the foot, man. I mean, come on.
Right now, South Carolina is doing their primary vote. So as of, let me refresh right here. As of right now, and this is the first time because I wanted to do this segment so I could shit all over Joe Biden. Joe Biden's actually winning South Carolina right now for the Democratic nominee, which is very surprising because Bernie Sanders has had a lead on all of them in the last two primaries. So, that scares the shit out of even the Democratic Party's Bernie Sanders taking control of things. Oh, Jesus Christ. They're all...
Hey, Brittany.
What's going on, Brittany? Yeah, we got a... I missed this shit. We got a full room here.
Right?
I don't get what anyone see... Now, yes, I'm a Trump guy. I'm a Republican. I like my money. I like my guns. I like my freedom. Okay? That's no secret. But we are fair to other opinions. I like to hear both sides of things. Believe it or not, there are some things I'm very democratic about. There's some things that they have that I truly believe we should have. Right now, at this very second, there ain't many of them. Net neutrality being one of the major things. And anyone who's watched us knows we were very big net neutrality people.
Yes.
To the point we've gotten kicked off the internet for talking about it too much.
I love
Among
getting
other
kicked off the
things.
internet.
I love getting kicked off the internet too, and we come back better. Because each time it's like, fuck that, I'm going to get new shit, we're going to get this, and we're going to do it even better than before. And here we are again, starting all over. But Joe Biden is number one in South Carolina right now, 55% reported so far. Their polls don't close for another like 4 or 5 hours. No, they're on our time zone.
They're on our time, yeah.
So another hour and a half, their polls close. So we should have the full numbers by the end of the day. But, I mean, he's got 49.8%. Bernie Sanders has 19.3%. Tom Steyer has 11.6%. Buttigieg has 7.7%. Elizabeth Warren, 6.7%.
Oh, my God.
Now, let me tell you, people, if you are Elizabeth Warren supporters, you can all go fuck yourself. I'm from Massachusetts. I was there when she first got put into office, and I watched her destroy that state to the point I don't ever want to go back there again. That state fucking sucks.
Yes.
Elizabeth Warren is a horrible, lying fucking bitch. That's what she is. But what does anyone see in any of these guys? I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I don't get it. And I can't tell if that's your messenger or mine because I have no idea where the fuck my phone is.
It's not. Well, maybe it might be mine. Hold on.
Actually, on that note, where the hell is my phone? I lost my phone. I lost my phone. I don't get it. And now they're trying to, well, Warren sucks trash juice. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Yo, I fucking hate that bitch. She ruined. I mean, Massachusetts was going downhill anyway, but when she got elected, she just completely ass fucked the rest of it. I do not miss living there at all. And my thing with this is, too, I'm watching. Well, today I've been watching on and off through my phone and whatnot, but I usually have it on the TV like 24/7 following this whole presidential campaign. Hey, no one's going to beat Trump. Trump support right now after the bullshit impeachment and the Russian thing and the this and that. He's just gone up because people are sick of the Democrats' fucking bullshit. That is definitely my Facebook.
That is definitely your Facebook.
I found my phone because I heard it. I heard it in here. Hold on. Joe Bork sent 2 photos.
Oh boy.
Oh, KBT got his new stream setup is almost complete.
Oh man.
Yeah, look at that shit. He like us, he's getting real fucking serious right now about his stuff. Good for you, Joe. I'm happy for you, man.
Nice.
I'm so happy for you. But anyway, I don't see what anyone sees in these people. Our economy is the best it's ever been. Literally, ever. Historically, this is the best economy we've ever had. The stock market, even with coronavirus and all this other bullshit, because it's gone down, is still
higher.
Breaking fucking records. Record jobs, man.
Unemployment across the board is the lowest it's ever been.
In all ethnic groups, too.
All ethnic groups.
Everyone. What the fuck is wrong with some of these people? Like, Trump is ruining the country. Oh, where? How? Oh, he's dividing us. Bullshit. Barack Obama started this fucking racial divide with us in the United States. And now it's the smart people versus the dumb fucks. That's what we're in right now. Quite literally, that's where we sit right now.
Yep.
And I don't get it. And this Joe Biden, I've been laughing at him because he's been bombing.
Ray.
What's going on, Ray? He's been bombing in the polls and the primaries. And this is the first state. The day I want to just shit all over him, he's number 1. Even with that, he's still way behind Sanders. Bernie Sanders, on both Republican side, even Democrats, everyone is afraid of Bernie getting the nomination and being the presidential candidate. Do you know what would happen if Bernie Sanders became president of the United States?
I would lose 80% of my paycheck.
80%? You lose all your paycheck, motherfucker.
Well, no, because 20% of my paycheck, I'd end up getting a job that paid tips. You ain't getting the cash, pal. You can tax what comes out of my paycheck.
We literally would become a communist country if he got in. And I've gotten into arguments with younger people about this. And Brian and I were talking about this yesterday. And I will say this right now. The ideas that he has some of them are very good ideas. Mm-hmm. They are fucking brilliant ideas that in a perfect world
would work.
It would be fantastic. But here's the problem. Man and money. Yep. If you eliminated money from the world right now, Bernie Sanders would be a great candidate because everything he stands for, if there's no financial gain for everyone and we're working for each other, it would work in that kind of environment.
It would work perfectly.
But we're not in that environment, people. We're an environment without money. We are fucked. We are fucked. You're not going to live. You're not going to eat. You're not even going to be able to die. You're going to die with a bill because you're still going to pay fucking death tax. Like, Jesus Christ. And these younger people, I blame a lot of the schools here. I'm glad to see Florida does not do what a lot of these other states do. When it comes to the history and the schools, they leave the politics out of it, and they still teach history the way it's supposed to be, what happened. They don't put their personal opinions in there. They talk about everyone like they are talking about the election in school. And like when I was in school, they presented all the candidates, and including Trump. Trump is talked about just like everyone else. If you're going to educate the kids on our system, you have to completely be neutral about it, not put your own opinion in there. And just, you're there to teach them how the process works, not to plant your own views in them. A lot of Florida schools don't do that. They're very neutral about it, and I like it. Natalie's school is one of them. But you go to some of these schools, and they're fucking Trump bashing right in the classroom, and they're preaching the Democratic way, and everything should be free, and you all get medals, ha ha ha, boo hoo, bullshit.
Right. Oh, you're upset. Here's your little safe space.
Yeah. Yeah. And what do we get out of that? The generation of kids we have right now are just the brainwashed drones. It is really, really sad to see it. It's sad to see it. It really is. Trump has done a fantastic job, an absolutely fantastic job with this country, and I want to see him. I want to see him for another fucking 8 years. Yep. I want to see him for another 8 years. But the Democrats are already starting. Russia's interfering with our elections now. Oh my God, what a fucking shock. Yeah. Who didn't see that one coming, huh? Right. Oh my God, and they think they're gonna win. They're not gonna win.
They already spent billions of dollars, and everything they came up with, they shot themselves in the foot with. Everything, even their own guys were like, "Well, I heard that this happened. Did you see it? No, okay.
No, you got it wrong though. I heard from someone who heard from someone who heard from someone.
Right. But did you see it? No. Okay. Witness dismissed. Yeah. You know, it's like, I mean, come on. They went through all these hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and all this shit. Yeah. And then
he says this time they're helping Bernie. I agree.
Yeah, but what happened? Nothing.
Yeah. Each time they do an investigation, they pull out more bullshit about themselves.
About themselves than they do on the person that they're going after.
Adam Schiff. Take Adam Schiff. If you actually go and fact check everything that man said during all 3 investigations, he said maybe 2 things that were actually true. 2.
America is
Dos.
Great. America is great. No, just
that would be one of them. America is the greatest country on earth. It is. That is true. That's one. The second thing he said
was his name. No.
Yes, was his fucking name. There you go. I am Adam Schiff. Everything else he said was bullshit, and his story changed through the whole fucking thing. And then you watch these guys like in South Carolina now. If you actually go back and watch the primaries and the debates from the other states, and you watch this one, what they said last week is completely irrelevant. And they're saying something completely different than what they said last week that contradicts one another.
Yep. But they have enough people listening that are sheeple.
Yeah.
And they just they immediately forget about what they said last week, and they just swallow up what they say this week.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely fucking ridiculous. I don't know how I don't know how they have the support that they do right now. I'm actually refreshing South Carolina right now. Bernie went down and Joe Biden went up. Really? Really fucking boohoo Joe here? Let me touch you, little girls. We're on national
Yeah,
TV.
oh my God, dude.
But we're gonna vote for me to be president, and I'm fucking like molesting little children on fucking TV. I don't know if he went that far, but you know damn well he's a creeper. Oh my goodness. Watch the YouTube videos of just the compilations of Joe Biden touching little girls and boys. It's absolutely hilarious, and people are voting for him to be president of the United States. And the other thing they say, oh, Donald Trump has always been the way he has. Really? The man was always praised in the news and everything else before he announced he was going to run for president.
Yeah.
Every Democrat has pictures with him. He was on all the shows. He was the man that you want to, look up to this man. Look what this man has built from nothing. Look at him.
Well, from $1 million.
Yes.
A small $1 million loan from his dad.
Yeah,
Look
but
what he's
loan
done.
that he paid back. So he still did it.
Yeah.
You're going to get a loan when you start a business anyway. You need money from somewhere.
Right.
But they used him as the example of the kind of person you want to be. Look what you can achieve in America. Look at Donald Trump. Look what he did. And he ran for president. Now, all of a sudden, he's a racist asshole. He's this.
Yeah.
He hates gays. He does
He's
this.
a sexist. Like, yeah.
Dude, the history and the facts don't lie, people. They don't. Trump so has this election.
Yep.
Especially if Bernie Sanders is going to be the front runner, or even Joe Biden.
Yeah, it's funny.
over.
I can actually picture Donald Trump not even going on tour.
Oh, he's already doing it, though.
But I can picture him actually not going on tour and just sitting back and relaxing and doing like presidential stuff.
Yeah.
And winning.
Yeah, what did he do during the entire impeachment? He worked.
Yeah, he worked.
He fucking worked. He never stopped. Oh, what do you think of this, Mr. President? That's all bullshit. And he just kept doing what he was put in office to do, and that was to make America great. Again, I love saying those words. Now let's keep America great. I like that one too. I don't like the guy, like on a personal level, he is an asshole. He's an asshole. There's no denying that.
Yeah, but you know what? You don't become that rich
No
by
shit.
being a nice guy.
Yeah. No, he's an asshole. He's like any other American. He's a dude. I don't like the dude on a personal level. But you know what? That man can do his fucking job. That man can do his job, and he does it very, very, very good. Huge, tremendous. Boom, boom, boom. I should have put that on my little buttons here.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't have it though.
You failed.
I got buttons this time. Oh man, but no. I just don't get it. We need to reform our education system so our kids can stop being brainwashed by the fucking teachers and the schools there,
Yep.
and their everybody's a winner mentality. Natalie came home one day, and I kind of felt like an ass for doing it. This is a while back,
I
but she's
remember
like,
this,
"Oh,
yeah.
Daddy, I got a trophy today." I was like, "Really? What'd you do?" She goes, "Oh, we played soccer." I was like, "Who won?" She goes, "What?" I was like, "Who won?" She goes, "No one won. We all won." I was like, No. Look here, child. There's 2 nets, right?" She goes, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay, which one was yours?" She goes, "The one over here," and she was pointing to my left side. I was like, "Okay. Did you guys get any balls in that net?" She goes, "No, but someone from my team accidentally kicked it in the other net." I was like, "Okay, so you lost." "No, we all won." I was like, "No, Natalie. In games, there's a winner and a loser. And it's okay to lose. Everyone loses.
Yep.
And you win sometimes. That's the way life is. But you lost. I like your trophy. It's pretty. I'm glad you had fun. But just know in your head that you lost the game. The point of the game was to get the ball into that net as many times as possible and beat the other team." She understands that now. And I will not let her think otherwise. You're going to lose in life. You're going to fail in life. I'm a shining example of that. Brian's a shining example of that. We've failed so many times I can't even count. But you know what we do? We learn from it and we move the fuck on. Even take this show, for example. We've done this 3 different variations of this very same podcast, and it's failed a couple times. And we change some things out. We get some new things. We get some content, and we start again. And now I feel we're in a place we can do very good with it. And if we fail again, well, then we'll pick ourselves up and try again. That's life. And these kids today don't fucking know that. Everyone's a winner. We are entitled to this. We are entitled to that.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you entitled to, kid? You ain't entitled to jack shit.
Absolutely.
Get your fucking ass off your couch, put the controller down, and get the fuck out there and work for your shit. You ain't entitled to shit. I hate today's mentality.
Yeah.
And they thought we were the we
we
thought
were-
we were the fucked up generation.
Right?
Oh nay. It got worse, motherfuckers. I blame parents and I blame schools for that, but we've had those discussions before. And we're just gonna transition right into something else before we go a little bit open forum here. But I think I'm going to sneeze.
Bless you.
I didn't sneeze though. I just had an itch.
And a preemptive bless you.
Let's look at the fucking coronavirus here. Coronavirus. Who thinks it was made by North Korea?
Or some associate thereof.
That's one theory behind it, and that is entirely possible. But this is my thought on coronavirus. We live on a planet, a round planet, round.
Round.
It is a globe. It is a sphere
It is not
floating in the universe. A nice round blue and green planet called Earth, okay? Earth can only hold so many life forms. Earth is very intelligent if you look back at your history. Where did coronavirus start, Brian?
Probably China.
Probably China. What is China?
A superpower?
Overpopulated
Mhm.
superpower. Mother Nature did this. Here's a new fucking virus. Let's shave down our population a little bit. Guess what? It's happened 23 other times in recorded history. Overpopulation happens, resources are depleted, sickness rises, population dies. That is called Earth taking care of itself. Simple, right? Design a virus to kill viruses. Wouldn't that be an antivirus?
I think Norton's working on that.
Yeah. No, guys, this isn't some North Korean bullshit. This isn't some Chinese-made bullshit. It is a mutated form of a virus we've already had, and it is Mother Nature cleansing itself of a problem it knows it's going to have. It's happened historically. It's going to happen again and again and again. Because what is the most damaging thing on this planet to the planet? Human beings.
Absolutely.
We mine and destroy and fuck up this wonderful globe that we live on. Notice I said globe. I did not say plane.
Saucer.
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 Oh. I hit the wrong button. No. That was the one I was looking for. No, coronavirus though is actually I had that pulled up. I don't know where the fuck it went. I think we've had our first death
Yesterday.
in the United States.
It was yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
Yeah. I think it was like Washington.
Let me pull up the information. First U.S. death confirmed. Travel restrictions announced. Affecting Iran, Italy, and something else. I don't want to watch a video. Let me find it here.
Excuse me, guys.
World Health Organization coronavirus. Let me move. Can I move this without affecting the chat? I can. There we go. Oh, that's much better.
All I know is if I get the coronavirus, I'm going to search out a chick that has Lyme disease. Chug, 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 chug.
Yeah, I
chug,
had to do
chug.
that. Okay. Coronaviruses are a large family of viruses that cause illnesses ranging from the common cold to more severe. I cannot fucking read today. to more severe diseases as Middle East respiratory syndrome, severe acute respiratory syndrome, a novel coronavirus. I guess that's what our current version is called, is a novel coronavirus, NCOV. It's a new strain that has not been previously identified in humans. Coronavirus is see this I can't fucking talk today. Coronaviruses are zoonotic, meaning they are transmitted meaning they are transmitted between animals and people. Detailed investigations found that SARS/CoV was transmitted from cats to humans, and MERS/CoV from camels to humans. Several known coronaviruses are circulating in animals that have not yet infected humans. Mother Nature's doing this. Look at that. It's going around. It's doing what it's always done. I just noticed my trippy background music ended. I don't like that.
You know, I don't worry about the coronavirus for me, because if it goes from animals to human, I always cook my animals. So
yeah. Oh, where is the?
And if I'm gonna touch one, I use my Mohammed brand condoms.
I kind of want to play the commercial
in your pocket.
So that is how coronavirus started. It's an animal to human thing, just like everything else. The current tolls.
It's in the thousands, I think, right? Multiple thousands.
Let's see here. President Trump said at the latest news conference that 22 patients in the United States currently have coronavirus. He said additional cases are likely in the U.S., but that healthy individuals should be able to fully recover. There are now more than 85,000 cases worldwide, majority of them in China, probably China, where the virus originated, and more than 2,900 deaths. As health officials try to contain the virus, it continues to put millions of people in the U.S. on edge and rattle the markets.
Well, you remember,
and the markets are so high, they're dipping down, and they're still higher than they've ever been.
Well, you remember what was the last outbreak that hit America and killed like 20 people and then just disappeared? What the hell was that? Was that SARS?
I think it was SARS.
Yeah,
this is an offshoot of it.
And like, you know, we managed to combat it because, you know, we have good health systems and all that other stuff, and we're not overpopulated. In, you know, well, maybe in some parts like New York and California.
Yeah.
You know. But
we're not completely fucked yet.
Yeah, I mean, it would literally take all of the people that are infected in America to go around and touch like hundreds of other people's in order to make it terrible. You know, hey, if 22 people got to die to save, you know, 375, 400 million, so be it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry if you have it. I'm not being a dick.
Yeah, and if I got it too, my theory still stands. If I got coronavirus tomorrow, it's still the earth cleansing itself. If it's my time, it's my time. There's nothing I can do about that.
Right.
When whatever higher power exists out there says, "Hey, motherfucker, I'm coming for you," well, guess what? There's not much I'm going to be able to do about that. But even if I got coronavirus tomorrow, I still completely agree. It is the earth cleansing itself. I don't believe I don't believe the conspiracies behind it. You know, it was done by North Korea because we took away their nukes, or the Chinese were experimenting on some viral weaponry to launch into the United States to kill us off so they can. I don't believe any of that bullshit. This came out of nowhere. It came really fast.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's not what she said last night. What? There was another thing. Hold on. It was something very interesting that I saw. Someone posted it. Let me pull it up. I didn't know why I closed some of my windows.
Because it's too hot outside and you have the AC on? Yeah, I don't I don't know how God plays D&D if it's not a polyhedron, Zane.
Okay. So in 1981, a science fiction book, The Eyes of Darkness.
You know, that sounds familiar.
I'm going to... Where'd it go? Where'd the expert go? Ah! The piece of the book. Hold on, I gotta open it back up again.
Oh.
I can't find the page in the book now, but that's the name of the book, The Eye of Darkness. Okay, I'm going to read you a page from this book now. In or around 2020, a severe Around 2020, a severe pneumonia-like illness will spread throughout the globe, attacking the lungs and bronchial tubes and resisting all known treatments. And the circle that went around that page is all fucked up. This was written in a book written in 1981. It was predicted. Do you know how he predicted that?
How?
Statistics and history. Every 20 or so on years, something comes and wipes out part of the population, and then we keep on going. Once again, that's why I believe Earth does this to protect itself from the most dangerous thing that inhabits it, and that is us.
Us. We're the germ.
We are. And there's going to be a day the Earth is going to take out all human life and give a couple of these, like fuck you on the way out. And there will be no more humans on Earth. It's possible. That's just...
And then the apes will take over.
Yeah. Yeah, they're fucking dirty, too. Oh, my God. So if you're new and joining us, whether you're on Facebook, Mixer, Mob Crush, YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button if you like what we talk about. Hit the share button.
And the bell.
And the bell for notifications. We're going to be doing these shows every Saturday now. 9 p.m. And hopefully once we pick up and start getting our rhythm back,
yes, Zane,
we'll do more of
drink
them.
Corona.
What?
No, Zane asked if he can still drink Corona.
Yeah. That's another thing I laugh. Corona sales have plummeted since the coronavirus came out.
Yeah, right?
Are there really people that fucking stupid? It's not caused from the beer, you dumb fuck. Really?
Well,
I could not believe my eyes when I saw that in the news. Corona stocks dropped since the announcement of the coronavirus.
Well, you think about it. We were just talking about why. Because of all the people that have been raised over the last decade, and they're adults now, being taught by schools, and oh no, Corona beer, I gotta find a safe place.
You just used my own logic against me.
Yes, I did. Yes, Jerry, people are that stupid.
It's sad. Like, really? I kind of want to go out and just buy Corona right now, even though I can't drink it because of the diabetes, just to help the motherfuckers out. Why should beer have to suffer because you're fucking stupid?
My logic is, shit, I'm going to buy a lot of Corona because I'm going to fight fire with fire.
I got coronavirus. Go.
Come on, kill it, bitch, kill it.
Oh, my God.
I'll get the virus so drunk it'll forget what its purpose was.
I have buttons now. Wait, I forgot what this one does. Oh, that one's dumb. This one's the... Because I like it so much, this is a physical button. You ready to see me push it?
Yep.
Well, beloved Dum Dum! I have it in a button on here. Nice. So also with the new Rodecaster Pro, I love this mixer. If we, let's say, called someone right now, like I can hit this green button here and be completely cut off from the show while you do it. I can dial the Bluetooth phone number, record an interview while you're talking, and then hit this button again and then play it off a button.
No shit.
So I can completely isolate myself from this show while still having use of my microphone and headphones.
Very sweet.
Yeah, in order to do that off the old setup, we would need like seven pieces of equipment.
Yeah.
And no, this does it in one fucking box. I love it.
Yeah, I remember we used to have to like plug in auxiliary cables and what was it, the mic or mix minus or
Yeah, we had to mix minus it for the
yeah.
phone calls.
Yeah, oh my god, and
Yeah.
that required another cable.
Zane
And
types. I gotta shrink the chat to
honestly,
see the rest of it.
coronavirus has been around for decades. The actual, I can't read that now.
Yeah. I'll read it here from this side. Where'd my unified chat go?
Oh,
Honestly, the coronavirus has been around for decades. The actual explanation is just an adaptation to be the worst virus. Be a worse virus. Yeah. I mean, it mutated from SARS, which SARS mutated from this, which mutated from that. It's all the same.
you know, it's funny. Every time I hear SARS, all I can think about is Nemesis from Resident Evil. SARS.
Yes. Yes. Damn. So the other thing, moving on. So if you didn't, the way I kind of want to do these, I do want to talk news at points. I want to move into some tech at points. I do have something planned for a health segment down the line. I'm working on that now. I forgot to put it in the description, and I see a lot of you on here that I know watch it. Star Trek Picard.
Oh yeah.
And you're behind.
Yeah,
You are behind.
that's all right. Then I get to power watch.
Yep.
I get to watch it. I get to watch like 2 feature-length films now.
I want to watch the new one tonight. I might do that in the room later. I'm getting really pissed off at some of these people shitting on Star Trek Picard. They're like, it's not the next generation.
It's not meant to be.
Exactly.
It's its own entity 20 years later.
It's supposed to be a darker story. Like all good things, it plateaus, things are peaceful. Shit's gonna roll downhill and get rocky for a while. It does this, it goes in a wave and it flows. And right now is not a good time in the Federation or the Romulan Empire or anything. Shit goes up and down. And Star Trek has always been a reflection of what is going on in today's world without actually going through the individual bullshit viewpoints.
Yep.
We are in my mind, we're not in troubling times, but we're in a time right now where idiots are trying to take over the world. I still can't wrap my brain around that one. Star Trek is a reflection of that. It always has been. It addresses issues. And right now, at this point, I think Picard was brought out at the right time.
Perfect time.
The story is absolutely
Amazing.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, everything I've seen so far,
And then-
and I'm behind, and I'm in love.
And people are like, oh, it's too slow. No, it's not too slow. It's not a 28 episode, it's not a 28 episode episodic series. It's not like that anymore. That format of TV has kind of gone out the fucking window. It's a smaller, longer, it's basically one giant movie. You're watching pieces of a movie. So, yeah, when you're watching the beginning 3, it's going to be fucking slow.
Yep.
It's the beginning part of the fucking movie.
Well, actually, considering I've only started to watch the 4th one, the first 3, first one, kind of slow. Second
I
2,
still thought it was phenomenal.
second 2, no, there was nothing slow about that.
No.
There was gunfighting. There was people killing. Oh, actually, even in the first episode,
Yeah.
there was like kung fu fighting and fucking like all this other shit.
That's another thing. Like, oh, Star Trek's gotten. It was never like that. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Yeah,
yeah.
Fucking Kirk fought everyone and
Yeah.
fucked everything.
Yeah,
It hasn't
it
changed.
hasn't changed. And then, in the next generation, you had Riker,
Yeah.
and Worf was killing everybody, and Riker was screwing everyone.
So I don't get that viewpoint of people either. Then they don't like the direction 7 and 9's going in. And I kind of spoiled that for you anyway.
yeah, but-
Jerry Ryan
But it makes sense.
Jerry Ryan just said in an interview she loves the direction 7 and 9 went into. Not everyone gets a happy... wow, this just goes back to what I just said. Today's generation, and everyone's a winner, and oh, you hurt my fucking feelings. Not everyone gets a happy ending, people. 7 and 9 was saved from the Borg. Janeway did what she could with her. Guess what? They banned synthetic life forms. 7 and 9 is part Borg. She has more Borg in her than human. Guess what? You can kick the fuck out, bitch. And she went out on the outskirts on her own, and she had a rough fucking life.
And she had to survive.
But she's still fighting for the greater good, for people who don't have a voice, And she's done some fucked up shit. You know what? I love her story arc. So does Jerry Ryan, who plays 7 and 9. Her story arc, and you don't even know what's coming. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit.
No, I've seen some stuff online. I've seen a little bit of stuff online, and I can't wait to sit down. I actually want to watch 6 episodes straight. I really just want to sit down and just like, I might even actually wait till episode 6 comes out and watch it from the beginning again.
Yeah, there's 10 episodes in this season, so 6 just aired.
Okay, so I'll watch 10 episodes straight.
Yeah. When it's over, I'm watching them all.
Yeah, back to back
Yep.
to back. Yep, Sunday.
Phenomenal show, and for those of you who have been glancing and just seeing all the bad reviews from all these little bullshit voices that don't fucking matter,
Don't listen
watch
to
it
them.
for yourself. We were skeptical, and we were praying they did not ruin the character of Picard. Now, mind you, too, Patrick Stewart did not ever want to play Picard again. But the story, what they wrote, and what they had was so powerful and so good, he couldn't say no. Because he feels, showing this part of his life and the story that they're telling, that it's a great story. It really is. Give it a shot if you haven't watched it. If you are not a Star Trek fan, but you like Star Wars, the new series are designed for people who might not have liked Star Trek in the beginning. It's not the way it used to be. It's not the way the original series was. It's not the way Voyager was, Deep Space Nine, The Next Generation, none of them.
It's definitely more along the lines of Discovery. Like the dark feel, like the gritty.
Yeah,
Like-
it's more realistic. He is awesome in everything.
Yes, he
And if
is.
you have not seen Blunt Talk,
Oh my God!
you need to get off this stream right now,
And
download Blunt Talk, or go on the
watch that
Stars app
shit.
and watch it.
Oh
It
my
is
God.
the funniest shit that man has ever done.
Total comedy. When he's up on top of the Jag. Dude, that was the best. Dude.
Harry! Spoon with me! Oh my God. Blunt Talk is by far. And we're not getting a season 3 because in doing Star Trek, he could not work for competing companies. So Blunt Talk has ended. It's okay. I can deal with the ending it has. He got his show back. I'm happy with it because I love what he's done in Picard. I absolutely fucking love it. It's fantastic. For those of you who like Star Wars or Firefly or some of those other space shows, I love them all. Or Stargate, and you weren't into Star Trek, give Picard and Discovery a chance. They're completely different. They're darker. They're more realistic.
You're going to have to bypass the first season of Discovery, though. I mean, watch it, but take it with a grain of salt.
Well, not really, because Discovery is set even before the original series.
Yeah, take it with a grain of salt because there's going to be some stuff in there that actually offends people and all this other stuff. But the second season,
Oh, wait.
Oh.
First season of fucking Star Trek Discovery. For those of you who have not watched it and like Star Wars, you get to see a full-on Klingon sex scene.
oh my God, yeah, that's
And it's
right.
fantastic.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not saying it because it's a sex scene. I'm just saying the scene in general was well fucking done.
Yeah,
It was put in there to be like a realistic like movie.
And because it was streaming, it was the first Star Trek.
Star
that
Trek
had
Discovery
swear.
had the first fuck.
Yeah, it had the first F-bomb.
That's fucking awesome. And everyone's looking like, did you just say that on Star Trek?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I thought it was great because it wasn't aired on TV.
Oh, and people were saying that about Picard too, because the Admiral lady said the sheer fucking audacity.
Yeah,
Okay. Guess what, people?
they're human.
They're human, and they could not swear at all on TV when Star Trek was airing. That was a big no-no. That was a big fuck you. No. And it's actually not the first swear in Star Trek, because if you watch the movies,
Oh yeah,
even the original series movie,
said ass.
they say ass.
Yep.
Data says, oh, shit.
Yep.
It
Yep.
gradually goes into it. There are people just like us. It's meant to be more realistic. They now have more freedoms to do things that they have not been able to do before.
Thanks to the internet.
Yes, get over it. It's a great fucking show.
And this message is brought to you by Honey.
I also can't wait to see what Hulu's going to do with Orville.
Oh my God. Oh
yeah.
my God.
I bet Seth MacFarlane's pissed that he did that fucking gay sex scene on the holodeck while he was with Fox, because imagine what he could have done with it on fucking Hulu.
Oh my God.
Oh Oh boy, and you know his mind is sick and twisted in general.
Yep.
Hi, honey bitches. Oh, she always loves popping in on the shows. The shows aren't the same without Carly, though. For those of you who have been watching this, Carly, my white dog, she had cancer and she passed. We have her daughter, Davina, now. She's not in the house at the moment. But yeah, Carly's passed. It was really sad. I don't think I'll ever get over that. What? I'm doing something. If you could talk, I'd have you sit up here and go, oh, my goodness, hello. She's coming up on my lap anyway. Yeah, but don't be a little pussy-ass bitch. The shows are great. If you don't like them, don't watch them. Don't fucking ruin it for everyone else. Because there are people on the internet that are iffy about it, and they're reading your bad review, and they're not giving it a shot at all.
Yeah.
Just because you don't like it doesn't mean I'm not going to fucking like it.
Yeah, just give it a shot.
Yeah.
That's all. Just give it a shot. Like, if you don't like it, oh well. Just
Yeah.
don't watch it.
Don't watch it.
Definitely watch Blunt Talk, though.
Yeah, Blunt Talk's fucking hilarious.
Hilarious. You will almost piss yourself. I'm not going to lie.
I didn't realize, because I'm rewatching Castle right now with Sarah, I didn't realize how many Firefly things are actually in that series.
There's a ton of them.
Like when he's all dressed up for Halloween, and then he was talking about the show at the convention and how he was pissed it was only one season in a movie. I'm like, damn,
there's a lot in there. Yeah, like my ex-wife and I, we used to watch that all the time, and I would catch it like here and there.
Now he's even saying he doesn't care if he has to reboot the whole thing from the beginning and start over. If he did that, I'd be fine with it. If it was the original crew and they kind of threw out what they did before and started over, I'd still fucking watch it.
I'd still watch it.
That show had so much potential, but Fox...
No, it was Sci-Fi. It was Sci-Fi.
Oh,
that killed it.
Sci-Fi, sorry.
Sci-Fi killed it because the ratings weren't there for the TV show, but the fan base was like, "Oh shit, we want more." And then so when he made the Firefly movie, or the Serenity movie,
Yeah.
Dude, his box office was through the roof.
Yeah, and then they did Con Man, which was making fun of the cancellation of that show.
Yeah.
I would love to see them do it again. Also, did all of you see the deep fake on the internet with Robert Downey Jr., Tom Holland as Doc and Marty? Iron Man and Spider-Man as Doc and Marty?
No.
You haven't seen it?
No. What?
There is a deep fake of a scene in Back to the Future where they changed Chris Lloyd's face with Robert Downey Jr.'s. And Marty, they put Tom Holland's face on there.
Oh.
It was so good. And the relationship between the two of them in general, watching the Marvel movies, kind of is like Doc and Marty.
Yeah.
Tom Holland was in talks with Zemeckis, creator of Zemeckis and Gale, about possibly doing a Back to the Future movie with them cast of those characters. Now,
you know what though? I'm going to stop you right there.
I'm not. I'm going to say this: no one will take a reboot.
Nope.
At all. Those movies are perfect, but
if they were,
if they did Back to the Future, no, not even, because Michael J. Fox loved it, and he would love to see Tom Holland as Marty. If they did a Back to the Future 4, recasting Doc Brown, Marty McFly, I'll be okay with it. Because the creators are okay with it. McFly's okay with it. Everyone's okay with it. Because the dynamic between Robert and Tom, it's very much like Doc and Marty.
Yeah.
And Robert Downey Jr. is like fucking Doc Brown. He's like, wow, he could do it. And Tom Holland is very much like Marty McFly was. If they did a Back to the Future 4 with the original crew, with those two people cast as those two roles, I'd be okay with it.
You know who else I'd be able to see as Doc Brown?
Who?
Johnny Depp.
I don't know. The only reason why Johnny Depp's, like, even his craziness, it's on a... I'm talking vocally and just mannerism, why he's a little bit darker toned with it.
Yeah, but
Robert's more, like, insane about it.
Yeah, but he's more of a character actor.
True, he probably could pull it off.
He would walk around for like 5 months before the shooting.
But if you're doing it with Tom Holland, he's already got that relationship with Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, that's that chemistry.
Yes, chemistry. He's got that. Yeah. What do you guys think? Would you watch a back to, not a reboot? As I said, even Tom Holland said it. Those movies are perfect the way they are. You do not touch them.
Never.
No one will ever let you redo those movies.
Unless you're redoing them in 4K.
I already got them 4K.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they were remastered.
Are they on the Plex?
They will be. They were on Plex before it crashed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd like to see that in 4K on my TV because that would look badass.
If they did a 4 with the blessing of all the actors and the same original crew that made it, with those two casts, those two roles, I'd be okay with it.
I would
be okay
I
with
would
it.
give it a shot.
You could also do it this way too, because Michael J. Fox is old. Christopher Lloyd is even older now.
Yeah.
They could play their future selves
Right.
again.
Yeah.
So they could still be in it in a small fashion.
Right.
I'm okay with it. And those are probably the only two people I would be okay playing those roles.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see it hands down.
I'm gonna have to look that up now.
Yeah. I might be able. Actually, hold on. I can play it. Give me 2 seconds here.
Oh boy.
Fortunately, I don't think there's any music in it, so we shouldn't get a copyright flag. So let me go full screen right here. Let me
No,
shut off.
Fuck that copyright flag shit, man. No, just joking.
Let me shut this off.
How's your head?
Good. Fine.
Oh, I've been so worried about you ever since you ran off the other night. Are you
Holy
okay?
shit, yeah.
Oh, it's hurting. I'm sorry, I have to go. Isn't he a dream?
This right here. Look at.
Oh my god.
Now tell me that you could see it now.
Yeah,
She didn't
100%.
even look at him.
This is more serious than I thought. Apparently your mother is amorously infatuated with you instead of your father.
Whoa, wait a minute. Doc, are you trying to tell me that my mother has got the hots for me?
Precisely.
Whoa, this is heavy.
There's that word again, heavy. Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull?
What?
The only way we're going to get those two to successfully mate is if they are alone together. So you've got to get your father and mother to interact in some sort of social...
Well, what, you mean like a date?
Right.
Well, what kind of date? I don't know. What do kids do in the 50s?
Well, they're your parents. You must know them. What are their common interests? What do they like to do together?
Nothing.
Ooh, I gotta kill the music before we get the copyright strike. Now,
Dude,
can you see it now?
I can see that now.
Now-
100%, that I will watch that. I would watch that.
Now, Tom Holland is saying he would fund this himself to. He wants to actually do that scene with the creators of the show, that deep fake scene they just did with Robert Downey Jr. for real, just to see if it would work using all of them instead of just their faces. But seeing their faces there, you can see it now.
Yeah.
It would work. It really would work. Robert's face is very much like Christopher Lloyd's was then.
I could see another 3 movies out of that.
Exactly.
Like,
Just as long as you don't replace the original movies,
yeah.
you acknowledge them, you keep them where they are, and you just keep going with it. Everyone who's seen this that was involved with Back to the Future said, fuck yeah, they could see this happening. I can too.
Yeah.
Now that you've seen it, you know why I was saying that.
Yeah, for
Johnny
sure.
Depp would not look like that. Robert's face
It matches.
works. It matches perfectly.
And when you see those two together, it definitely, you see the chemistry.
Yeah,
like,
because you've
yeah.
seen the chemistry prior.
Before, yeah, yeah.
So it would work. It would work really well.
It's kind of like when you see Al Pacino working with, not Al Pacino, the mafia guys, the 2 mafia guys.
What? Robert De Niro and Joe
De Niro
Pesci?
and Joe Pesci. Like
Yeah.
anything you see.
Oh,
them
like
in,
that,
like
the-
the chemistry. You know.
That movie they put, what the fuck was it called on Netflix? God damn it had them all in there.
Yeah, the gentleman. Yeah, it was the gentleman. I think it was. It's funny because it was supposed to. I believe it was supposed to be about an Irishman or something like that.
I think it was called The Irishman.
Oh yeah, the Irishman. Yes, that's it. Yeah, that is what it was called. Yeah.
Yeah, that movie. Now I will say, yeah, it is The Irishman.
Yeah.
The movie was very fucking slow. It's 3.5 hours long.
Yeah, but it was meant to be.
It's very slow, and people complained about it, and some people didn't finish watching because of that. I watched the whole thing.
Everybody I know that I heard and listened to watched the whole thing.
Yes, and people who watched the whole thing can tell you
It was great.
I wasn't going to watch it because I'm not a fan of Robert De Niro right now because he's a fucking asshole. But there's one thing he is, a phenomenal actor.
Absolutely.
He's good in what he... That's why I said I don't care what his personal politics are. I'm here to watch a movie. He's here to play a role. I watched it, and I do not regret it. It was fucking phenomenal. Joe Pesci in that, I think it was one of his best performances outside of Lethal Weapon.
Oh, whatever you want, Leo gets.
You get fucked in the drive-thru.
drive-thru.
They know you're gonna be miles away before you look and realize you've been fucked. I'm not eating this fucking tuna. I love Joe Pesci in that. Just to add, just add a twitch to my Michael and it would be dead on. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
But those two could play it. They could pull it off. I would so watch a fourth movie
Absolutely.
with them. Oh, good. So we did get our TV. I forgot to put it in there. We did get that out there. I enjoyed that conversation.
Oh, a little news in gaming for people who game. I would go down to your local game store, whether it be GameStop or anywhere you can pre-order games, and the new remake of Resident Evil 3 for the Xbox One is going to be coming out very soon. And for any of you Resident Evil players out there, I have played the remake of the Resident Evil 2.
Phenomenal.
I didn't beat it. I didn't go all the way through it.
I got to go through the other characters' perspective now.
I have to go finish the game, but it was phenomenal. And I cannot wait to see Resident Evil 3 remade.
Oh, I know.
There's a bunch of games coming out this year. I believe that I thought they were coming out The Last of Us 2, but I don't know if that's going to be released. They're supposed to be coming out with Black Ops 2020, but that's pushed back a year and a half. So they're just going to release Black Ops 5, which is probably part of Black Ops 2020 that they have finished. Yeah. So Treyarch. And by the way, Treyarch, fix the glitches. Black Ops 4, fix them.
I haven't played in so long.
Fix them. And get rid of Modern Warfare. Get rid of Modern Warfare. The thing's a piece of shit. If I wanted to play Battlefield, I'd play Battlefield.
I love Modern Warfare.
I can't stand it.
Well, that's why they have two separate games.
Yeah.
They have the two separate games for the two different styles of players.
Yeah.
Because I don't like the version that you play so much because I'm a Battlefield guy. But I can play Modern Warfare all day long. That's why they have the two separate game sides to it.
Yeah. Get rid of Modern Warfare. Get rid of Modern Warfare. Goodbye.
Maybe they should just buy Battlefield and make a Call of Duty Battlefield. Combine the two there on that side, and then you have your regular Call of Duty.
No. I was actually very upset with the Modern Warfare.
I liked it. I liked it.
You know what though? Since the new stuff has come out, I'm gonna go back.
I haven't played it since any of the new updates and shit too.
So I only played it since it with the base version and the beta, which I hated. So I am gonna go back and
I was a little disappointed on that beta too because it stuck you with nothing.
Nothing. Yeah,
it was like really
crap choices, but I got it. It's a beta.
Yeah,
you know. So.
But most betas usually have a little bit more content to it. Yeah. I would think it was their worst beta ever.
Yeah. So I'm going to give it a try. Probably in a couple of days, I'm going to sit down. And people have been telling me the campaign mode has changed, so it's a lot better now.
I'll have to play through it again then.
Some of the features on the other ones have changed. And they're also coming out with a 200-person battle royale from Yeah.
Really?
So 100 teams of up to 4, but there's going to be 200 instead of 80 in Call of Duty 4. So which basically is like ground war that they had in Black Ops 4, but I guess going to be better. I don't know. I'll check it out and I'll keep you informed.
You know what I like about this mixer? I can see the time we've been recording. I see how much is left on the SD card.
Oh, nice.
We can do 9 shows on this SD card.
Oh, nice.
You notice we haven't froze, crashed, dropped the
Nothing.
frame?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Loving it.
I am too. Thank you, KBT, for the help in getting this switch to the graphics card. Thank you, Rode. Thank you, Rode.
Thank you, Rode.
Thank you, Rode, for listening to all of us bitch and complain about it's too expensive for the equipment. This is a game changer. For those of you who want to see it.
And thank you, Rode, for creating that new mic.
This right here has everything built in. Everything. Your mix minuses, your that's the old mixer right there. Which I'm going to use that one for the voiceover, and that's only 2 pieces of it. The rest of it's in my room. Not to mention the pile of wires I still have over there. Let me put this back. Oh my god.
Yeah, so like 7 or 8 pieces of
Focus.
equipment got replaced with one board. And that is amazing. And at a fraction of the cost of what we spent on everything else in
Yeah.
the last 2 years.
If I were to get the rest of the equipment, which I'm still going to end up doing eventually because I need the other one. I'm trying to get the focus thing up from my camera now. Configure video.
Actually, Zane, it was less than that.
Autofocus off. Autofocus on. Oh, Jesus. There we go. Okay. I'm still going to get it because I need the other mixer for the Archimedes voiceover.
Right.
There's things on that I absolutely need to do a big production. And if we go back into music and parodies and stuff, I need that mixer because this doesn't have everything I need for the other side of it. But thank you, Rode, for listening and making an all-in-one solution. And when we travel, like if we go to Massachusetts, I can bring this with us. I just unplug the board and put the microphones in the bag.
Boom.
I can do this anywhere. I can stream live off of my phone using this mixer.
Yep.
So I can do this anywhere.
Or my phone.
Or what?
Or my phone.
I thought you said or an iPhone. I was going to be like, actually, no, the
Or a
iPhone is
tablet.
not compatible with the streaming on this. The iPad is. But the iPad's a whole different machine in general. It's a
Yeah.
completely different machine.
Yeah.
On the note of phones, so my last topic of today, and this being working in cellular, and Brian can tell you this too, it really irritates me. iPhone really irritates me. I had one, I loved it. Steve Jobs died, the phone became shit. The iPhone is the worst piece of shit. It's the biggest piece of shit you can get for a child. Why?
Well, because it's made of glass.
Aside from that, the parental controls
Suck.
suck major donkey dick. I like that button. The iPhone is the worst phone you can get for child. It has parental controls. They suck. You go on YouTube in 5 minutes, you can go around all of it.
Yep.
I've gotten by so many parental locks, working cell phones. It's not even funny. Not to mention the phone itself is about 5 years behind everyone else in technology. 5 years. That's a lot of fucking years. It's a lot of years behind. I understand Apple people like their Apple, and that's okay. You can like what you like. Whatever. But when you come to me and say, what's the best phone for a kid? And I tell you the Motorola Z4, just for an example. Oh, I don't want Android. Well, then why'd you ask me what the best phone for a kid is? Well, what's the best iPhone for a kid? There isn't one. Doesn't exist. Will not exist. Apple won't do it. Because the kids get around the parental controls, and then they fuck up their phones, and then you have to buy more fucking phones. That's Apple's thing. Now on the Androids, what I'm about to say, you can put the parental version of this app on an iPhone, but you can't put the kid part of this app on an iPhone. Google Family Link.
Oh, yeah.
Google Family Link. So let me switch over here for a second. So Google Family Link, and now I use this with Natalie. When I'm done going through this, I'll actually physically show you it on my phone. What Google Family Link is, it is a complete parental. It's a parental link. You have complete control over your kid or your teen's phone. Let's scroll down here. Oh, look at that. Look, she's using a phone, and Daddy's sitting there like, oh, she's got an iPhone in her hand. I don't know what she's doing. I'm going to have to watch. No, I'm just kidding. So, guide them to good content. Now, when it comes to Natalie's phone, she does not have access to Google, Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, or anything that connects to the physical internet. My daughter cannot browse the internet. She has tried, and she has failed. She has stolen my phone to peruse YouTube to find a way around the parental lock, and has failed. Cannot do it. So, if she wants an app, she goes in the store, and I get a link, a notification in my app. It says Natalie wants to install this app. I look at it, and if I deem it worthy, I'll allow it. So you can manage their app. You can see how long they're on the app and what they do on the app. It's absolutely fantastic.
Their text messages.
We haven't gotten there yet. Why isn't this scrolling down? Screen time. You can set limits for each day on how long they can use the phone. You also set a bedtime and a school time. So like Natalie's bedtime, it's set for 7:30. Her phone shuts off, leaving her a half hour to do her hair and her teeth and her PJs and whatever. It does not unlock again until 3:30 p.m. when she gets home from school. And she has a 2-hour limit on that phone. That's all she gets. Now, if you wanted to make a chore chart and have it so...
She can earn more time.
There we go. So she can... Where the fuck's the chat?
It was just there.
That's right. This window doesn't have it. If she wanted to earn more time, you can add bonus time when kids do certain things. The bonus time will sit in the bank. If they don't use it, they can pile it up. If they use it, it's gone. You can assign bonus time. Fantastic. No way around that either. Let's scroll down here. See, and that's what it shows, locked at 7A. I'll show you all this on my phone in a minute. You can see where they are. It has a tracker on it. So kids aren't allowed to bring their cell phones to school. Everyone does it anyway. Natalie's phone is in school and it's locked. I can see where she is. Her phone is on silent. Okay, that's great. In an emergency, you can assign up to 5 people that phone can call while it is locked. Natalie can call me, my mother, and my grandmother, and her mother. I have 4 people assigned out of the 5. In an emergency, she can call those numbers. I actually have to add one more person to that now. She can call those 4 numbers. She can't text them, but she can call and she can receive calls from those numbers only while the phone is locked. Absolutely fantastic. That combined with the location, and it is very accurate. And I mean within feet, like within 6 feet, you can find that phone. That's another fantastic thing. So get the app. So that's the little fucking YouTube Google Family link, whatever it's called. Google Family link. That's the website on it. So practical use. I need to set up a screen grab for this. So if I go down here, and I push it, and I push this button right here, it is going to open up Natalie's phone. So right now it's locked all day because she got in trouble. So if I want to assign bonus time, I can add it there. If I want to unlock it, I add it there. Her bedtime's not scheduled because right now she's punished and doesn't have, it's just generally locked until she earns it back. So she hasn't had any install requests. Now, if the phone is off and I hit play sound, the phone will turn on, and no matter what mode it's in, it will screech so I can find it. I can also change her settings right here. I can change her ringtone. I can make it so she can't even get into settings. All of her phone settings are in there. And that's Google Family Link. You cannot do this with an iPhone. So Netflix. I did unlock her phone today for Netflix for a little bit, but it shows you what they do. And right now she's home at 5809 Red Fox Drive. Google Family Link. The best fucking software ever. I am going to make for the YouTube page little tech segments separate than the podcast. So there will be a video on this up there eventually. I want to start doing these more. But for those of you who have parents of teens and younger kids, and you don't know when the right time is, any time is the right time now. If you have an Android. iPhone is way behind the rest of the world and does not have anything like this yet. They claim they do. They don't. It doesn't fucking work. It's horrible. That is something you can do to keep your child safe. You can do it on Android tablets, Android phones. So even if you have an old tablet, you can put Family Link on it and control what they do on the tablet. Absolutely fucking fantastic. I suggest you check it out. If you have kids, Google Family Link. Watch some YouTube videos on it. Check it out for yourself. That is my tech tip of the day. With that being said, Live Fire, what do you got to close us out today?
Eat more beer nuts. No.
Eat more beer nuts.
No. Hey, man, just be good to each other. Have fun. Game on. Peace.
And I say it every show, and it still holds true. If you have a dream or a vision or something you want to do, get off your fucking ass and do it. You're just wasting time if you're not. I love this show. I've loved every variation of this show, and each time we fail, we pick up and we do it again, and we do it better. Thank you, Zane. I'm glad to be back.
Love you, brother.
I'm sorry there's no sing-along yet. There's one piece of software that this mixer needs that's not out yet, which has all the music stuff that I need to do sing-alongs. Can't wait to do that again. But get off your ass and do it. Oh, you're going to be living going, oh, I could have done this with my life, or I should have done this. Just get off your ass and do it. If you fail, you fucking fail. I enjoy doing this, even when we fail. I love doing this. I'm never going to stop doing it. Get off your ass. If you have a vision, do it. Fucking do it. That's it. That's what I got today. So, live fire.
Yes, sir.
It took me forever to find it because we had an outro and we lost it and we kind of did other things. But I now can do this. Oh, yep. There it is.
Oh, yeah.
All right. You have just listened to another episode of the Just Let It Happen podcast. I'm A. Cortez.
And I'm Live Fire.
And if you want to see everything we do, go to jlihpro.com when I get it back up and running again. If you want to support us, go to patreon.com/JLIH. In closing,
Kobe! Bald head.
oh.
It is now safe to end your live stream.
We'll see you in a week.